This one's for the metal fans out there, and for those of us who are not fans of cancel culture.
Children should be protected from all of these things.
The lead singer of a very popular extreme metal band is getting canceled as a result of him protesting against the transing of very young children.
For a parent, to see this happen to a child, it is a fate worse than death. I would rather be dead than have that happen to my kids.
Yeah. And so this is Thy Art Is Murder. They've been around since like 2006. It's a well-established band. Again, not a household name. And just a quick taste of what Thy Art Is Murder sounds like. This is extreme metal. It's called deathcore. So yeah, really heavy stuff. So this is from Metal Injection. And they reported in a series of now deleted posts, McMahon originally shared content framed as anti-trans commentary posted by far-right personality Matt Walsh. Okay, Matt Walsh is not far-right. In Walsh's post, a woman asked her child if they're a boy or a girl, to which the kid replies both. McMahon wrote in a caption that the woman asking the child in the video should be burned to death. Okay, that's bad. You know, he shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, of course not, man. Absolutely not.
This is the apology video that CJ, the lead singer of Thy Art Is Murder, originally released.
To apologize to everybody that's been upset and offended by the video that I shared and commented horribly on Instagram a few days ago. My intentions weren't to be transphobic in any way, shape or form, and now it's gotten to the point that it really doesn't matter what my intentions were.
It kind of looked like a hostage video, and it turns out that assumption from a lot of people was true.
You know, the irony about some of these bands is that they're the nicest, kind of soft-spoken guys. Like, I always had this perception that, you know, deathcore and even like the guys in Metallica, they're not what you think they appear to be. You know, they're kind of like they're nice guys and soft-spoken.
So after the band posted that apology video from CJ on their Instagram account here, they immediately did another post. What is this post? Setting the record straight, we stand with you. So they posted the trans flag, and this is the other members in the band saying they stand with the trans community or whatever.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that.
By the way, this was posted August 23rd, so this is about a month in the making. So CJ released his apology video, they posted the trans flag, and we didn't hear anything about this issue until...
Sorry, man, I just... We're like the fucking... There's nothing about fucking satanic fucking stars and shit like that. It's the trans flag. And it's just... Yeah, I know, too. You see all this satanic stuff and all, with the star and the circle and stuff and 666 and all the devil wings or whatever. I don't even know. It's just, and then all of a sudden you see the trans flag pop up in the corner. I mean, you and I, like, I mean, I know we're not fighting about this or anything, but like, yeah, it's not a problem with adults being trans, dude. It's just this dude got canceled for calling out a mom who encouraged 4-year-old to potentially alter their body. That's all this is about.
So 4 days ago, the new album comes out from Thy Art Is Murder, and the statement that came out on the same day, and I've got a cleaner version of it here. We have some important news regarding Godlike that we want to share with you. Godlike's the album title. Our new album, Godlike, is now available worldwide digitally with an unforeseen change. Chris McMahon, our lead singer, is no longer a part of Thy Art Is Murder and does not feature on the record. Unforeseen. We understand that this may come as a surprise, and we want to assure you that this decision was made to preserve the band's integrity and direction. Everyone has their own right to free speech and to seek their truth. Okay, that's good. They are also free to receive the consequences that come with that. Oh, you can have your free speech, but if we don't like it, we're gonna take you off the album and kick you out of the band.
So even after he apologized, he couldn't get on with the guys anymore? Like, they were like, what you've done is way too far and you're out of here?
Yeah, they just ghosted him and didn't tell him they were re-recording the album and let him continue to promote the album. So he's been promoting an album that he doesn't know he's not on, and and with a band he doesn't know he's not fired from for like a month.
Was he a founding member?
He's not a founding member, but he was with the band from 2009 to 2015, and then from 2017 to 2023. So he's essentially like their longest running vocalist by far, and everybody loved him.
Are they worried about fan base? Like, I don't understand what, listen, if he said the woman should be burned, that's absolutely egregious and unacceptable, man. It just is.
But he apologized for it, and he deleted it. So are people allowed to have mistakes? They're just not allowed to have, they're not allowed to have one bad day where they say the wrong thing anymore.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm not a cancel culture guy. I'm just not.
After CJ found out he was fired from the band and his vocals completely removed from the release he's been promoting, he now says that Art is Murder forced him to apologize, and he issues a new statement on being fired. I actually told the band to fire me as I didn't want to apologize, as I didn't have anything to apologize for. Now, so that statement right there, that sentence, he said that way back when he made the first apology, which we now find out was under duress. So things now get interesting. This is from his Instagram. This is from just 3 days ago. So this is the day after he found out he's not in the band. This is the second video I made weeks ago that the band never posted. So this is the original apology he wanted to post that the band didn't accept and made him do the other one that was more the verbiage they wanted. So is that, I know that was a little like twisted. Did you get what was happening?
I do. So what we're about to hear is what he really means.
Yes.
But I wanted to let you know that I apologize for this. None of this was my thought of doing at all. I wasn't trying to target the trans community. My issue with the video is you have a child that's 6 months to 1 year old that can verbalize a word that is yeah, and that is it.
I just want to interject. So I was wrong. Not 4 years old. 6 months to a year.
6 months to a year.
This woman could have said anything to this child. She could have said, do you want to be an Islamic terrorist and blow up cities around the world? The baby would have said, yeah. Do you want to identify as a dinosaur and live as a dinosaur for the rest of your life? And the baby would have said, yeah. I think the world is fucked up enough as it is with everything going on. Nothing to do with LGBTQ family, anything like this whatsoever. And I'll always stand with everybody with whatever their belief or whatever they want to be announced as or spoken to as or identify as. But the people that I will always stick up for first and foremost before anybody is the people that can't stand up for themselves, and that's children. I feel that there's a lot of different walks of life that indoctrinate children and force feed children information and ideals many years before these children should be spoken to about these things.
It's clear he's not transphobic and he's not against LGBTQ or anything. It's specifically in relation to children. And to your point earlier, like, these guys are some of the like nicest, most humble, family men. He has 2 kids of his own, 2 young ones.
Well, you see the Rose the Why do I exist. As a trans person, I was offended too seeing CJ as transphobic until I saw what he actually said. All I'm gonna say is context matters, and of course it matters. That's the only thing that matters is context and intent, right? So
I'm glad you caught that comment. That's a trans person right there saying, "Hey, I'm not offended by this guy."
Right.
And he agrees with him about the children thing.
Right, but I can see, people love to do, that's not really what he means. He's actually transphobic. This is bullshit. This is a spin on what he really means. How people are, man.
The sex ed conversation between school and children and parents and children range from about 10 or 11 or 12. And I think that's a decent age to have these discussions about sex and gender and how the birds and the bees and all these sort of things work. And I think for me, my opinion is that children should be protected from all of these things until these ages.
Again, this is not a new video he just put out 3 days ago. This is the one he wanted to put out way back then that he's just been holding on to because the band wouldn't let it release him. So the thing I find interesting is, so this one is a much more logical, thorough explanation. And for some reason, the band didn't want him to put this one out because this one is very logical and explains his position. It's not just, I'm sorry and begging for forgiveness and I'm sorry I offended everybody. He actually gets to put the reasoning behind it, and they didn't want that one out. Thankfully, people are starting to speak out more and more about this stuff. Finally, celebrities and rock stars are speaking out on these issues. Enter another rock star, Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse. For those not familiar, huge rock band, and here's a quick taste.
Not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive. Picking my words when you're picking apart.
Okay, really amazing stuff. And also, this song happens to be about cancel culture and going against the norm. This guy is awesome. I love this guy. He's got a great YouTube channel. I recommend it. Also, he has been a victim of false allegations, the likes of which Russell Brand is now facing. And he not only beat him, he sued the woman for defamation and won. He's got a particular sensitivity around this cancel culture stuff, right? He says it's time to stand the F up and boycott this ish. Boycott Thy Art is Murder. I will send $20,000 to CJ right now. I'm tired of these spineless cowards bending to this ish, ruining people's lives. F you. As you can see, he doesn't pull punches, and he often gets in trouble and doesn't give an F about it at all.
In cancel culture selective, man, like people select who they want to cancel, selective outrage. We talk about this all the time. It's kind of a mess, man, the irony. And that's kind of what we like to do on the show. We like to have some fun talking about the irony of woke culture and cancel culture, and who gets canceled and who doesn't.
This Twitter user had a great take. New band name.
Yeah.
They, them is murder.
Guys, leave your comments below and make sure you smash that like button. Help this channel grow. We are Yakcast. Yeah.
And subscribe.